This week's episode of the Living Outrageously podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. For a 100% free audiobook of your choice, visit audibletrial.com/LOP.
Welcome to the Living Outrageously podcast. This is the show where we teach you how to stop living a boring life and start living outrageously. My name's Dave Thompson. That is Matt the freaking man, Kelly. This is the show where we teach you the psychology of success, but only for those that want to step up and take that outrageous life that is there for them. Matt freaking Kelly, impossible is an opinion. What's up, brother? What is up? What's happening at the end of this show?
Okay, so those of you on Facebook saw a little sneak peek last night, right? Okay, I need to pitch a scenario to you. Dave Thompson and I, I've got a younger brother, just turned 18. He's having his 18th birthday party. So we're standing at the door all tough with our checklist, marking off names as they come in, giving them a wristband, being security, that's cool. And we're sitting there and we're watching. And we're just watching all the little groups of people, right? And they're all talking amongst themselves. And you can see everyone's a bit uncomfortable, a bit, you know, they're standing there awkwardly with their drinks, like just standing there, just chilling, checking their phone. Like, everyone knows that scenario. We, on the spot, on the freaking spot, invented a model to stop yourself feeling that way. Don't feel uncomfortable. Don't feel awkward. Don't feel nervous. Don't feel anxious. We have got a technique that will teach you how to walk in there and own it. And we got so excited when we came up with this on the spot. We both came up into the studio on the spot immediately. No security. Came up, stood side by side in front of the same camera. This is an LOP first. You've never seen so much outrageousness, basically screaming. We were very excited about this. You will see that. And coming up very shortly in this episode, we are going to do it. It is our first ever double in front of the same camera, quick tip. But before we do that, Dave, there is a lot on this week.
Man, this episode today is massive. We're talking about frustration, man, and how to just, what is frustration telling you? How can you use that positively, man? This is huge. The sloth is punching you with some frustration, but we're going to deal with that totally, and a whole heap of other emotions, man. But first, shout-outs.
Shout-outs, let's do it.
Shout-outs. Oh, man, the Facebook has been raining with shout-outs. Yeah. Joey, the man, he just listed his first domain for sale. Awesome, Joey. Like I said on the Facebook, man, give us a bell when the cash cow comes with all these little brown paper bags full of Benjamins for you. All right, do that. That'll be sweet. Wes and Tom Pickler had some few good suggestions for the show. Thanks, boys. Yeah. Appreciate that. Alexandra Martin found, you know how we say impossible is an opinion? She actually found the sign that comes from and posted on the wall. Rock on, Alexandra. C. Tannic. Is that Simon? It is Simon, isn't it?
Simon. It is Simon.
It is Simon. Yeah, Simon, he has been spreading the love of the LOP, going forth and spreading about the LOP. Simon, we love you, man. That is awesome work, because that's what it's all about. Spread the truth, spread the word of the samurai. And Simon, what a champion. Man, we could probably even send some Turning Point to him.
I think we can easily get some... I know that... I have the information. I know that he is within 100 kilometres of us right now.
Yes.
So there could be Turning Point showing up at your door, Simon.
Sent by carrier pigeon, perhaps. Anyway, also Michael Crimmins and Jerry, they were hitting us up on the Facebook, so that's awesome. Matt Kelly, the email was going ballistic.
Okay, two big emails this week. One from Eric to the Svensson, our good friend Eric. Man, he's just throwing ideas left, right, and centre at us. It is amazing, Eric. Keep doing it. Sean. Sean. I actually want to open Sean's email here. I've got Sean's email here. This is amazing. So Sean, I think it's Moisen. Okay. So Sean basically sent us a big, long email, right? And there's a lot of detail there. But he went into some awesome depth about, what he's doing in his outrageous life. But to go a step further, actually teach us some stuff when it comes to, like, Seth Godin and oh man, just all this amazing stuff. I'm going to post, there's a big image, it's almost like an infographic style image, like collage thing. I might actually post that on the Facebook page this week.
Cool.
Yeah, really cool. And I'm pretty sure people are going to love it. Sean, thank you so much. And please keep hitting us up with the outrageousness, because we seriously love it. That is what is inspiring us to keep doing what we do week after week.
Whoa!
Yep.
Love it all, Matt Kelly. Love it all. So there's lots of love raining all around the place, but Matt Kelly, there was no love on the iTunes, man.
We got a few new reviews, but we got a few new ratings, but no written reviews. So guys, write us the written reviews because that helps us when other people see it. They're like, oh, look, someone said, X9472 said, blah. And they trust you because you have a trusted opinion because your name is X927 blah. So... do it. Help us out. Right, go onto iTunes, look us up, go to the bottom of our page and write an iTunes review if you think this is valuable. Thank you.
Love it, Matt Kelly. Should we get down to the business?
Let's do it straight away. Let's hit it.
Let's get down to the business.
Yep.
All right. So, as you go through your life, as you go through the journey towards living outrageously, as you jump in, what am I in? I'm in a Porsche. Open top Porsche.
Yeah, you had a Ferrari or a Porsche or something. Yeah.
I was in the Ferrari, you were in the Jeep.
Yeah.
So you're in your vehicle and you're going down this path to living outrageously. The sloth is going to throw different emotions at you at every single point because he's testing you. He's testing you. How much do you want that outrageous life? Okay, he's going to throw all sorts of emotions at you, and a massive one that everyone feels, myself included, yourself included, Matt Kelly, no one is spared from this. The sloth is all-encompassing. Frustration.
Frustration. We all feel frustrated at times. You know that feeling. You know that feeling where you see you're doing your thing, you're doing okay, and then it's like, damn it, that happened, and damn it, that happened, and this isn't right. I know this isn't right. I'm frustrated. I don't know what to do. I need to escape. I need to run. I need to do something. Everyone knows that frustrated feeling. And you know what? People blame others for their frustration all the time. They're like, if you hadn't done that, or if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be frustrated. But you know what? It's a choice, man. It's a choice, and that's what we're getting at here.
It's like Matt Kelly, you make me so frustrated because you just make me so frustrated.
Yeah, and it's like no, Dave, you're choosing to be frustrated instead of dealing with my actions in a different way.
Exactly. So there's so many things that you can be frustrated about. Lack of time. I just can't fit everything in. I'm just like
Yeah.
Lack of money. Oh, I can't pay my bills. Something your partner does exactly it. So there's plenty of things you can be frustrated about. Now, today, Matt Kelly, and this is the double turning point right here, the Nature's Organic turning point, is frustration is actually telling you something positive. Frustration is there as an action signal. It is like the sloth taking out his little, I don't know, the samurai has a sword, the sloth has like a little twig, alright? The sloth takes out his twig and he's like, he's poking you. He's like, frustration, you better do something or frustration is going to grab you. That is what the sloth does. He pokes you first, and if you don't do anything, he will infect you. And that's just the way it rolls, Matt Kelly. Today, we're hit that point where he first pokes you and gives you that frustration. We're going to chop it off there and show you that actually frustration is something to be thankful for.
It's a good thing.
Good thing because it's giving you a signal to take some action. It's poking. It's like, if you don't deal with this now, you will not be living outrageously. Do you want to live outrageously? Yes, well, deal with it. Oh, I'm so excited, Matt Kelly.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
How good is this? All right, so we'll just share a couple of quick stories, okay, to illustrate the point. So, personally, in my life, I felt the absolute most frustration ever in my entire life precisely this time 12 months ago, right? I was in a corporate job. I was sitting down like 10 hours a day with a 1 hour commute each way. And man, I'm a kid. I can't sit down. How many crazy gestures have I done so far? And we're like 9 minutes into the podcast. Can you imagine me sitting in a cubicle? I just want to punch myself in the face. Anyway, I was just getting so frustrated because I couldn't move and I wasn't inspired by the work. All right. In my head, the frustration was just enormous. It started spiraling into depression. All right.
Don't say it.
Truth, Matt Kelly.
Don't say it.
It popped into my head.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Oh, well, you're gonna say it.
Man, I was thinking I was gonna end it. I was like, this is so bad. But you know what? You know why I just disregarded that? Because I knew. Thank God for Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week. I'd read that many years ago and I could see the light. No matter how bad my situation was at the time, I knew that there was a compelling future to move towards.
Yeah.
So I knew there was a way. But anyway, I was so amazingly frustrated. All right. In the first little while that I was in that job, I would actually get up and go and do. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second.
I love it because I did it too, but that's cool. Let's go on.
And I think our viewer Sean, who sent us the big long email and with all the awesome stuff, he experienced exactly the same thing. He just said he quit his job.
Yeah.
Massive frustration in his job. He quit his job.
High pressure job, probably high paying. He was working on oil fields or something, and he was like, "No, this isn't what I want to do." Left to go to a job that he liked, lower pay, but worth it because he got the recognition that he. I mean, this is me elaborating on his email, but it looks like he gets the recognition. He's got the career path that he wants. He's going in the direction he wants, and as a result of that change, man, jetted off for a spontaneous trip. Like that's not. It doesn't sound like him. People don't do that. People
not
aren't
just
like
anywhere, man. He went to Vegas.
He went to Vegas. He was like, I'm going somewhere.
Where else are you gonna go?
Man, that's big. That's big because it means he identified that frustration point. Identified this isn't the direction I want to go. This isn't worth it for me, and made a change. Awesome.
But if the change doesn't come, Matt Kelly, there are massive consequences.
Huge consequences. Huge.
Massive.
You experienced it. You experienced it yourself.
You go from frustration into mass frustration, into depression, into thoughts of suicide, and then when you get to that state, you're going to lose your job anyway.
Yeah, family gone.
Family? Well, your family might stay around and help you out, but what sort of quality of life are they going to experience with you around them? Right? So you're going to lose your job.
Yeah.
Not going to have any money. Your cat will probably get run over.
Probably. The chances. I have heard a statistic that the chances of your cat getting run over increase 14% when you are frustrated.
Well, there you go.
Real statistic.
Real statistic.
Not real, but real.
67% of statistics made up on the spot.
Bam.
Anyway, the gist of it, if you do not deal with the frustration, the sloth's going to infect you and you're not going to be able to live outrageously.
The result of not taking action on frustration is far bigger than just that one feeling of frustration you've got right now. Okay? You can feel frustrated. I can feel frustrated right now because someone forgot to take the rubbish bin out. Okay? I can be frustrated. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I've got to deal with that. But if I continually get frustrated, that isn't the only result that will happen as a result of me being frustrated. Other things will happen. So things happen, I get frustrated, and in myself, I'm making a decision to take steps backwards instead of steps forward. So I'm frustrated. Okay, I'm more frustrated. Okay, like now I'm really upset. I'm thinking about like what can I do? What other options are there? Man, this is bad. This is really bad. You get to that point where if you don't take the positive action, the negative result gets worse.
All right, Matt Kelly, let's do it. In 2 words, frustration is an action signal.
Yes.
It is a signal to you to take action. The sloth is poking you with his little twig, saying you better do something now.
Frustration is a good thing. Who's ever said that before? Who's ever said frustration is good? Frustration is a good thing because it's saying to you, what is going on now is clearly not right. This is wrong. This is wrong. Something has to change. That is what frustration is. It's a sign. You're driving in your car, and the warning light pops up. It says low oil or whatever. You've got to change the oil because the oil's low. In this case, that frustration is your warning light saying change something or things are going to go dramatically downhill from here.
Oh, man, if you run out of oil in your car...
You're dead. Well, not dead, but your car's dead.
Think about what's going to happen. Your engine's going to blow up. You're probably going to be in the middle of the highway at the time, which means you'll get rear-ended, causing a massive 4-stack crash.
Yeah.
You could potentially get injured. Then you lose your job. And end result, you're not living outrageously.
No, that's not an outrageous life.
Okay, frustration is your friend. It is telling you that the solution is within your range. The solution is not far off.
Yep.
Let's find out how to do it.
Let's do it. Do it.
Oh,
woo.
Yes. All right. So the very first step in this whole process is to identify the precise thing or things that are causing you the frustration.
Yes.
What could that be? It could be people around you. It could be your job. It could be money. It could be just general stress. Right. Could be
stress of day-to-day life.
Could be lack of time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have time for this. Oh, I'd love to do that, but I don't have time.
It could be your neighbour. It could be the fact that your pet isn't toilet trained. It could be anything. It could be anything. It could literally, there are thousands of things that could cause you to be frustrated.
So I'll just a quick little interlude here, Matt Kelly. The reason why this is so important to identify where the frustration is coming from is because once you know, well, 95% of the journey is awareness.
Yes.
All right. Once you've identified where it's coming from, I'm going to ask you a question. Is that an external thing that's frustrating you? Are you leaving yourself to the, how do we say, at the hands of the sloth? Because remember, the sloth is all out there. He's all out there, and he's going to be like, oh, I'm going to throw this at you and try and frustrate you. And then he's like, whoa,
so
what if I throw this? What if I throw this? What if I throw this?
So guess what? That external thing that's happening isn't forcing you to be frustrated. The frustration is the reaction that you choose to have as a result of that happening.
Ah, profound, Matt Kelly.
We've talked... Yeah, I know. I didn't know what you were going to throw at me then, but that was good. So, we've talked about how you choose your emotions. You literally make a decision and choose the way you feel. This is one of those times where something happens, and you can go, damn it, I'm frustrated, it's the end of the world, people are going to die, whatever. Or you can go, that happened, okay, fixed. I need to fix it. How do I fix it? Fixed. Okay, walk away. Done. Finished. Game over. Done. Sorry, sloth. It's finished. Bye. 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 Bye.
Sorry, sloth. You can't come in here. This is my house.
You can't. You can't. So the reality is, do not choose to be frustrated when things happen in the first place. Know what the frustration feeling is and know why it's happening.
First step, identify the frustration.
Yeah.
The precise area. Realize that it's potentially external to you.
Yep.
Realize that, acknowledge that as the sloth. Just go, yeah, thanks, sloth. And then acknowledge that frustration is your friend. It's, you know what, Matt Kelly? It's just the sloth.
Yeah. You want the frustration, so you know.
Can you just bring the sloth up?
Yes, I can. I threw him across the room. Sorry.
It's just the sloth. It's just a little cuddly toy that is hairy, and it's just that, man. Is that gonna make you frustrated? Like, come on. You're frustrated by a little soft toy? Think about it that way. Anyway, that's the first step. That's the first step. Now, yeah, good.
He's gone.
Good. All right, sloth gone. But thank you for your time, sloth. Thank you.
For the first time ever, we've just thanked the sloth. That is a very strange feeling, Dave.
But does it feel good?
It feels good to have the confidence in myself to be able to be so confident, to be so strong, to be so powerful that his influence doesn't even affect me.
Yes!
So usually we're like, suction, take it, remove it, stab it. You don't need to stab it. You just have to identify what it is. Whoa, this is I think it's a turning point for the sloth.
That is man.
We've never talked about this. The sloth is your friend.
You know what we've just done? We've gone from having to samurai the sloth to just be like, thanks, sloth. Like, you know, like that idiot. The
annoying guy in high school, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, thanks, man. See ya.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually don't know how I feel about this, Dave. I don't know how I feel about this. For 20 episodes, I've been wanting to kill that little thing. I've been wanting to burn that thing in a fire.
Now you're thanking him.
And now I'm thanking him. Okay, that's profound. All right, well let's deal with this and see how it goes over the next few episodes.
Let's check in a couple of episodes time. See how you're going with that, Matt Kelly.
I appreciate that.
I really think this, dude, huge. All right. Second step. Once you've identified where the frustration's coming from, next step is to check out and brainstorm some new methods, some new ways, some new options for getting the result that you want.
Yep.
So
right. I need to achieve this outcome. The way I'm doing it now is causing me to be frustrated. What can I do differently to not get frustrated, but still achieve the outcome?
Sure. So, prime example, Sean, the oil field.
Yep.
Sean, his job in the oil fields.
Yeah. You're right, Dad. You're right. Breathe.
So Sean had. Oh yeah.
Quick tip. Bonus quick tip. Deep breath.
Oh.
You feel different. You feel different.
And sigh. Man, try doing it, but sigh in a sexual manner. Like, that's... Oh, yeah. I feel really amazing now.
I bet you do.
Anyway, so Sean is in his job and he's really frustrated with his situation, right? He doesn't like his boss, or I'm just speculating here. Whatever, there's various aspects of his job that he doesn't like. So he thinks, all right, how can I, what else can I do? He's like, well, obviously, I'm just speculating, but I'm pretty sure this would have gone through his brain. He's like, all right, this is not good enough. This is sloth. What other options do I have? And he's like, well, I'm actually good at this. I know someone in this town. I'm actually good at this as well. I could be good at that if I studied it.
Yes.
Or if I took that job, then the next job I get might be able to be this. And what do you know? I think, was it Thursday? Like yesterday, he started a new job. And he loves it, man. Brainstorm some new options. Yeah. My option when I was sitting in the cubicle for 12 hours a day, and remember, when I sit down, I fall asleep, and then I die. So I was heading down to
bad fact, Dave dies every day.
No, but I don't sit down, so I don't die.
True. Yeah, you just don't sit down. You don't sit down.
The key to my success, do not sit down. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, this has got to stop. Like, I'm getting super frustrated. What am I going to do? Okay, I am going to go and do air squats in the bathroom. I'm literally going to go and do air squats in the cubicle. And I'm going to do 40 of them, and then I'm going to do some wall push-ups. And then I'm going to do some star jumps, right? And then I'm going to do some high knees. Right?
Imagine walking into the bathrooms, there's a closed cubicle there, and hearing just Dave just jumping and panting as he's jumping around. Because that's literally the experience that people had.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, it might seem a bit crazy, might seem a bit out there. But man,
if it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel good, why aren't you doing it?
It made me feel amazing.
Yeah.
It made me feel amazing. Brainstorm some ways. By the way, another quick tip for if you are sitting in a desk and you don't quite want to do these ones and act like a goose, although it is very fun and I highly recommend it to you, you can do bottom squeezes, Matt Kelly.
Okay.
Gluteus maximus squeezes.
I'm aware of these, yep, okay.
Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. You can do them in your seat without anyone seeing. And
well, you'll raise a centimetre up in the air as you do it, but sure.
Well, but no one's going to tell that.
No, sure. That's
there you go. Little
interesting,
little...
Dave. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Let's
so
try that.
When you're brainstorming, be creative. Be absolutely creative. Ask yourself this question. I love this question. If you were the smartest person in the world, what would you do to solve this problem?
Yeah, wow.
If you were the smartest person in this world, what would you do to solve this problem?
This is like the typical Dave Thompson, right? Answer this question. I don't know the answer. But what if you did know the answer? Then what would the answer be? It's like, demand the answer. If you were the smartest person in the world, what would the answer be? You've got an answer. You've got an answer in your head. What would it be?
If you had all the talent, all the knowledge, all the power in the whole world, what would you do? What would you do to solve that problem? How good's that, Matt Kelly?
I love it. That is very compelling stuff.
All right. Another way. All right, so let's talk about now. Can we talk about a common problem that everyone has with frustration is they get frustrated by the lack of time?
Yeah, everyone gets frustrated by time. Sure.
Everyone gets that. Hey,
I've actually felt that quite lately, so yeah, I totally agree.
And if we don't wrap up this podcast very quickly, I'm not going to make beach handball training. So
we need to wrap up pronto.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Whoa, woo! Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, but we've got to get everything out. I definitely do want to share everything. So
that's crucial.
There's a little model that I want to use. I want people to draw a box. Okay, draw a box and make 4 boxes. So you got like a top left, a top right, a bottom right, and a bottom left. Okay, and then in each one you just have to write a word. So this is how you manage your time. In the top left, write reduce. In the bottom left, write eliminate. In the top right, what are you going to start? In the bottom right, what are you going to ramp up? So basically, what activities are you going to do less of in your schedule? Maybe watch less TV.
Yeah.
Maybe have less meaningless time on Facebook?
Telephone calls, sitting there text messaging, reduce.
Reduce. Okay. What things are you going to eliminate? Maybe you want to eliminate watching TV to free up some more time to do other awesome stuff. Maybe it's like, oh, I've got to do all these household chores and I want to eliminate those, so I'm going to get a gardener. Maybe not everyone can afford that, but that might be an option. What are you going to eliminate to free up some time?
Well, Dave, arguably, you eliminate doing it yourself, you make money doing things you want to do, it's easier to pay someone.
That's right. If you're...
Suddenly, you've gone from doing something you don't like to having someone else do it for you at no extra cost. You do not need to reduce your quality of life to do that. That's pretty cool.
The increase in quality of life. Yeah. If your time is worth $30 an hour and you pay someone $15 an hour to mow your lawn,
you're winning.
You're winning.
You're winning.
That's awesome. All right. What things are you going to start doing? You might start planning your day the day before. You might start packing your bag the day before.
Yep.
What stuff are you going to ramp up? Like stuff that you're already doing, but you know you need to do more of.
For sure.
What could that be there?
Well, this could be about the business, Dave. Easily.
Could be about the business. It could be use your diary more. You might have a diary, but you might not use it.
The whiteboard.
Whiteboard. You might have a whiteboard, but you don't use it. Use your whiteboard.
Yeah.
Right, so there's the 4 pillars of time management. Another great one, really quick, we'll just say it very quickly, is use the 80-20 principle. 80% of your outcomes will come from 20% of your actions.
20%.
Tim Ferriss talks about this all the time. Sometimes Tim Ferriss focuses on what is the 2% of things that produce 98% of the results. What are the 1, 2, or 3 customers in your business that produce the greatest share of income?
Yeah, the story behind Tim Ferriss quickly. Tim Ferriss builds his own business, has heaps of clients, realizes that he hates some of them, fires his clients, makes more money. What? How does that make sense? Took away the clients, but wasting his time, wasting their time, wasting everyone's time, achieving very little result. Focus on the ones that generate the result, put more time into them, bam, everyone's a winner, and you're spending less time doing stupid things. 80-20.
Booyah, there it's at. Okay, Matt Kelly. Next step, get yourself a role model. That can be go out and find someone in person, go and get a book.
Yeah.
I myself, at a time, was frustrated with my finances. I went out and spoke to a financial planner, and I'm like, all right, what are the best books and what are the best strategies that I should go and read up on? And they're like, oh, we'll go and do this, and this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right, all of a sudden, knowledge.
Dave actually, that day, became an expert in financial planning by reading more than 3 books on the topic.
Exactly, because remember, if you read more than 3 books on any topic, you know more than 80% of the population, and therefore you are an expert. Booyah. Role model. Last step, Matt Kelly. Last step. Yep. Get fascinated. Get fascinated. Get really curious.
Ooh, yeah, do it.
How can I solve this long term? What's the most efficient and effective way that I can solve this problem long term? Now, here's a massive breakthrough. If you are frustrated in your job, or if you're frustrated in your finances, all right, I was frustrated by this for many a time, okay? I went looking. I got fascinated. I'm like, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. Then I found Tim Ferriss's book, right? Because remember, I was going to be a lawyer. I was going to be a lawyer. In fact, I became a lawyer, and I was one for a little bit. Lawyers trade their time for money.
Yes.
How do you make more money as a lawyer? You stay there more hours.
Yeah.
That's why all the lawyers that we know work 17 hours a day.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm like, hold on. There's got to be a better way. There has to be. Like, I don't want to do...
Why am I exchanging minutes for cent? Why am I doing that? I don't have to do that. Why am I doing that?
So my path, I got curious, I got really fascinated. There's got to be a better way. Like, are you serious? Like, it sounds a bit dumb to do it that way, and only that way. Went looking, all of a sudden, this whole world of internet opens up. All these systems and processes and programs and all these opportunities on the internet where you can leverage your time so that you don't have to be there, Matt Kelly. So that you set up the system. You set up the system.
The business literally runs itself.
Do it once, and the business keeps paying you. Keeps paying you. Keeps paying. Like, wow. Wow. I got to learn me some more about that. Because that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get curious, get fascinated. So let's quickly recap the steps, Matt Kelly.
Do it.
First one, identify where the frustration's coming from. Recognize the frustration is your friend and recognize that it's probably external, probably the sloth.
Almost always external. Almost always you creating your own opinion about an external influence. You can change that.
Absolutely. Second step, brainstorm new ways to produce the result.
Yeah.
Find other options. Third step is find a role model. Yeah. Whether it's in person, in books, in a program, someone that has got the result that you want, find them and then do what they did. Fourth step, Matt Kelly, get fascinated, get curious about how to produce the result as efficiently and as effectively from now on in the future. Not just for this moment, not just so that you can take the sloth down in this moment, but so that you can take the sloth down in every moment in the future and experience a life filled with joy.
Man, the sloth can bring it on. I welcome the sloth.
Filled with samurai joy. All right, Matt Kelly, is that a wrap, man? That's pretty good business.
That is a wrap on the content. Now, Dave, we mentioned earlier, huge surprises. We've got the double quick tip, and I think should we roll the tape? Let's roll the tape. Right now, bam. Okay, so as I just mentioned, we are literally at a party right now. It is my brother's party. And we were at the door, at the gate, ticking off names.
We were bouncing, right? And so, as people have come in, we've just observed them. Like, it's sort of like, you know, the boys are here and the girls are here, and the new boy walks in and he's like, oh... Like, you can just see that they're a little bit unsure about what to do, not so sure about themselves, not so sure where they fit in. And Kelly and I were just like talking to each other, man, this is like so common in so many situations.
Everyone's divided. They're literally divided. So you literally walk in and there is like 3 people standing there. Okay, and there could be guys and girls, and then like a group of 4 or 5 girls mixed sitting there. And then, like, just you can tell that they may not necessarily be friends, but they're all sort of huddled together. And there's guys over here, and you can, like, literally walk around them all, around the groups. They're completely divided.
It's just a general feeling of sort of discomfort, and that guys, you know, you can see the guys with their beers, and they're just sort of, like, locked at 90 like this, like, just sort of protecting themselves with the beer. And I said to Kelly, I'm like, man, how common is this in business, in going to networking events, all sorts of stuff, man. Lack of confidence when going into social situations all the time, man, and you know what? We had a brainwave.
We literally came up with a new technique, a new Nature's Organic turning point right now. Woo! This is big, right? This is big.
A technology, Matt Kelly, a new technology for if you need some certainty, if you need a boost of confidence, a boost of outrageousness, a boost of certainty. I think I said that again, but a boost of certainty. This is it right now. We're going to
You cannot beat this.
This tip is literally minutes old, and it's about to happen right here.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so you know the scenario. You walk into an event. You're feeling a little bit uncertain. You don't know everyone. You don't know anyone. You walk in, you've got a little name tag maybe, or you've walked into a party, you've got your drink, and you're just standing there, and we all know this feeling when you're standing there with a drink, by yourself. You might put the phone and flick through it so you don't feel like an idiot, right? Yeah, that's it. You're just standing there quietly, like, you don't know what's going on, okay? You want to walk in there and have people go, who's he? I need to go talk. Oh, who's she? I need to go talk to them. Like, I need to go and make contact with that person, okay? So, we know the scenario. The scenario is very, very clear.
And so, what, Mac, we were just talking about this. How about if you did this? How about if you walked in and you were feeling a bit low on confidence or whatever, and you're just like, all right, stand a bit tall, start to take control, just get rid of some sloth, and then draw a line around you. Now, you can use your hands, or if that doesn't work, just pretend that there's a line around you, about 1 meter outside. Take a look at that meter, and then think to yourself and focus on the fact that you own that meter. That is your meter. Nothing in that meter can get between you and what you want.
So there's a great way to imagine this. Imagine on a sporting field, you know the tape on the field of the lines, or you know the paint on the grass? Imagine that's painted on the ground around you. So everywhere you step, you can see it. The meter around you, you can see the tape on the ground. That circle you dominate, you own. Anything in it is yours, right? You own that circle. You are totally confident. You are the captain of the team. You are captain of the home team who owns that field, right? But it gets better.
It gets better because the next step, right? So you've got a bit of certainty out of that meter, but it's time to take shit right up here, right up. Take it out 2 meters now. Take it out 2 meters, right? So now you've got this sphere of certainty around you. Everything that's in that sphere is yours, and you own that. Know that, like, there's a pair of shoes there. I know I own that shoe. If there's some people standing there, know that you own them. I'm not talking about, like, dominate them or, like, that you could beat them up or something like that. I'm just saying you need to be certain and confident that you can hold your space. All right? Once we get to 2 meters, Matt Kelly, it's pretty obvious where we go next. We spread that shit right out. We go to 4 meters. Go to 6 meters. Then, if you're going to play full out and you really want to take down the sloth, take it out to, like,
look at the whole room. Look at the whole environment that you're in. Look at everybody around you. As far as you can see, draw that line. Watch your border just extend. Watch it go. Watch it on the ground. Literally stand there and watch it extend out around everybody, everything in that area. It does not matter who they are, what they're doing, where they're from. None of that matters. Your line is extended past them, therefore they're on your turf. Your turf. You own that turf.
I love this, Matt Kelly. I love this. And while you're trying to get this certainty, one thing that you can focus on is just to go, you know what? This is me. Remember we did the identity exercise? This is my identity. Boom, 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 boom. This is me. I'm now in this space. I've brought all of myself to this situation. Doesn't matter who I meet. I could meet the president. I could meet Oprah Winfrey. Probably will. You probably will.
Yeah, make a decision and you'll meet whoever you want to freaking meet. Put them in your circle.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And anyway, we came up with this great little, I love this, Matt Kelly. This makes it really fun.
So this little key aspect is what will make you do it.
If you think that we've been talking smack so far, after we say this, you're not going to think that anymore and you're going to use this because this is cool. So I'm like, all right, so if this is my personal space, I want to give this a name, right? I want to give it a name. Something big, something awesome, something that means a lot to me. And I'm like, you know what? This 100-meter sphere around me, it's a freaking Davo Dome. That is the Davo Dome. That is where I roll.
Can I do mine? I like mine. All right. So mine's not so much as a dome as it is structurally solid. Okay, mine's almost about that old school like power and strength. And Dave's got this modern dome, this glass dome. It's like looks amazing, state of the art. Mine is the freaking Kelly Coliseum.
The Kelly Coliseum.
The Coliseum. When I'm in the Coliseum, I am the captain of the team. I own the Kelly Coliseum, and when I walk around and I imagine those big pillars around me, man, bring it on. Are you kidding me? I own the Kelly Coliseum. You can't touch me in the Kelly Coliseum. You can't see this. Come on.
Oh! I love this. All right, so then we had some fun, and we're like, okay. LOP viewers, now you can totally go out and make your own one, and we encourage you to do so, but we're like, all right, we gotta just have some fun with some of the hardcore viewers of the LOP.
All right.
We're like, all right. So,
we cannot ignore Mia. Mia is the one who sent us the freaking lightsaber.
Yeah.
So Mia.
What?
Mia is, ready? The Mia Megaplex.
Woo! She has a freaking Megaplex!
Megaplex. Mia,
Megaplex!
When you are in the Megaplex, no one can touch you. You own the Megaplex. When you set the boundaries of the Megaplex around you and extend them out, no one can touch you. What about Stephanie? Stephanie's been talking to us a lot lately.
How about the Stephanie Stadium?
The stadium.
The stadium.
You own the freaking stadium.
You have your own freaking stadium?
No, okay, Ariana.
What was Ariana?
She jumped in the early days, right?
Yeah.
The Ariana Arena.
Arena. She has her own arena.
Man. Wes.
Oh, I love this.
Now, Wes, we've gone different with you because we reckon you're pretty cool. And we reckon you're on to what you're thinking about it, right? the Wes wave pool.
Oh!
Wherever, so here's the analogy, ready? So Wes walks in, he sets his boundaries around him. Now he doesn't so much have a line. He is in the bottom of a swimming pool, and the edges of the swimming pool are extending out, and everyone is entering his pool. And when he wants to own it, the waves start to go out. And Wes just dominates the Wes wave pool.
All day. I love that. I love that.
Eric Svensson. Eric Svensson.
E to the Svensson.
Ready? The Eric Aerodome.
Oh!
Aerodome. Eric, when you're in the Eric Aerodome, you've got a dome. That is state-of-the-art stuff. No one can touch you in the Eric Aerodome.
It's that, man. That's a step up on the Davo Dome.
Yeah.
I just got a dome, man. He's got an Aerodome.
Now, this is even better still. Jerry.
Oh.
Now, Jerry is one of our epic followers. He literally emails us all the time, and we love him, okay? We love Jerry. Keep hitting us up, Jerry. Now, we're thinking about Jerry. We're thinking about cool names for Jerry's Coliseum, his dome, whatever. And you know what, Jerry? We've gone different for you. We've gone the Jerry Jungle.
Yes.
The jungle. And that's because, right, now, I'm making this up as we go, but I think it's because when Jerry's there, right, Jerry's got a bit more history than we do, right? That's cool. So when Jerry walks in, he's like, man, I'm just gonna extend it out, right? So there's the trees, there's the branches, there's the vines, there's a monkey. He's now in my jungle. He's in my jungle, and when I walk around, I extend out my jungle, and my jungle grows. There's no deforestation here. my jungle will grow when I walk in. It's on.
The Jerry Jungle, man. The Jerry Jungle.
Man, this is epic. You cannot beat this idea of walking in, seeing the line, and pushing it out.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Just for my psychology, it's like anytime you go into somewhere where you need some confidence, you need some outrageousness, you need some certainty, just know that you have your own freaking dome, your own freaking aerodome, your own wave pool. Whatever it is, man.
That's it.
Whatever it is. And we would encourage LOP viewers to share their own. I'd love to hear them. I want creativity. Bring it.
Facebook. Hit us up on Facebook and tell us what your arena, your dome, your coliseum is. And tell us what you own, what your turf is. We love it.
I love it.
Let's get back to the episode, Dave.
Holy Batman, Matt Kelly. That was pretty... man, that was pretty intense, hey?
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen us yell that much. And also, people watching the show might notice we move around the room a lot more when we're together in front of the camera. Yeah, it was quite interesting. Oh, well, that's good.
Good fun. Anyway, Matt Kelly, what are we up to now?
Let's talk about, really quickly, Audible. Let's talk about Audible.
Yes.
If you want an audiobook, Audible is the #1 source of audiobooks on the internet, owned by Amazon, so you know you can trust them, I think. You definitely can. Go to audibletrial.com/LOP for a free 14-day trial where you will get a book. You can download a book on us for free, completely for free. You can cancel at any time. And really, why wouldn't you do it? Knowledge is power. Reading the book gives you knowledge. It makes you an expert. You'll become the most powerful thing in the universe. So...
Yeah,
just literally go to audibletrial.com/LOP. You saw the address at the start of the show, and go there. Sign up on that page if you want to help us out, because helping us out means more content, and we will keep working hard for you. Dave, you've got a quick book pick, don't you?
Yeah. So if you're freaking out about time, I can highly recommend the 80-20 principle we talked about earlier in the episode by Richard Koch. It's on Audible. Go and check it out. Awesome book.
There you go, do it. We really appreciate anyone. There's so many people who have gone and registered, and that does help us out, so thank you all very much. And we love Audible. We get a lot of value out of Audible ourselves, and really appreciate it, so thank you. Dave, also, one thing we mentioned last week, a little bit of interest, so I had to mention it again. If anyone's got webcam or microphone or anything else and wants to help Dave out, because Dave Thompson has poor equipment, let us know. Hit us up on the email or up on the Facebook, livingoutrageously@gmail.com and facebook.com/livingoutrageously. We do need to hook Dave up. I might do it myself, but I just thought someone might have something lying around, so let us know.
All right. Awesome. That would be fantastic. We'll even send you some Turning Point.
Oh, nice. There you go. No, let's talk. And speaking of Turning Point,
yes,
we've had a lot of people on Facebook tell us about their outrageous lives. Okay, so they're telling us all the stories about what they're doing, all the craziness, all the epicness. I'm not even going to rattle off names because so many people have done it, and I don't want to forget anyone, exclude anyone. So what do you reckon, Dave? We need to send out some Turning Point.
Yeah. We're gonna start picking some awesome outrageousness that people are sharing, and we're just gonna throw in some shampoo.
And we will write some funny messages to you on paper, on actual paper with pens. There you go. So we did that yesterday for someone, and I'm pretty sure it's funny, so we'll do it. If you want some complimentary Turning Point, we'll be choosing a couple at random and sending it out. So yeah, hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/livingoutrageously, and let us know what you think. What else, Dave?
Where can people find you, Matt Kelly?
mattkelly.com.au and twitter.com/MatthewKelly.
All day, baby. Facebook.com/livingoutrageously. And if you see Matt or I, feel free to friend us up, like personally friend us up. We're totally cool with that. It's good fun.
Yeah. You'll be able to find us based on you'll be able to find us. It's pretty easy.
You'll be able to find us. Matt Kelly, I don't think there's much more to say. What a sweet episode, man. I had a heap of fun then.
I think this was another good one. I think it was a good one.
All day, baby, all day. There's only one thing left to say. You won't let the sloth win, will you? And if you want a boring life, go sit in a cubicle. My name's Dave Thompson. That's Matt the Man Kelly. We will see you on the other side.
Peace out, everyone.